Hello everyone. In this video we are going to discuss about heating effect of current. Now to understand heating effect of current, consider this. Say a resistor is of resistance R is connected across a battery which creates a potential difference of V. Now this is the direction of current. So this is V, this is 0. I have assumed this potential to be V, so this is 0 because potential difference V होना चाहिए. अगर ये करंट का डायरेक्शन है तो एक्चुअल में तो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स फ्लो कर रहा होगा ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में, बट एनालिसिस के लिए हम मान सकते हैं कि पॉजिटिव चार्ज इस डायरेक्शन में फ्लो कर रहा है, राइट. यानी अगर हम इनसाइड बैटरी देखें तो पॉजिटिव चार्ज इस डायरेक्शन में फ्लो कर रहा होगा, राइट. से इन अ टाइम इंटरवल ऑफ टी Q amount of charge crosses the battery. So can I say कि वो सब का सब चार्ज जीरो पोटेंशियल से V पोटेंशियल पे गया, तो हम लिख सकते हैं V माइनस जीरो इज वर्क एक्सटर्नल बाई पर यूनिट चार्ज. So can I say work external is QV, and this external work is been done by battery, so this is nothing but work done by battery, correct. अगर बैटरी इतना वर्क किया तो सर्किट में वो कहाँ गया? अगर ये एक प्योर रेजिस्टर है तो ये तो कुछ एनर्जी स्टोर करता नहीं है, तो कैन आई से इट हैज डिसिपेटेड ऑल दिस एनर्जी इन फॉर्म ऑफ हीट, राइट. सो कैन आई से हीट प्रोड्यूस्ड or heat dissipated is equal to Q into V in resistor is Q into V. I also know current in a circuit is rate of flow of charge, so it will be Q by T. So can I say heat produced can also be written as I into T into V. Can I say H can be written as VIT? That can be converted to other forms with the help of Ohm's law. It could be written as I को आप लिख सकते हैं V by R, या आप V को लिख सकते हैं IR. So can I say this statement here is Joule's law of heating. According to this law, heat produced in the resistor is directly proportional to I square, proportional to resistance and proportional to time, right? Clear? I can also say, I can write H by T as I square R, or you can say V square by R, or you can say V by I. Can I say H by T is nothing but rate of heat produced, so this is power. Right? We should have mentioned this as small I then. Correct? This is the rate of heat dissipated in resistor. Remember, I is current through resistor. V is potential difference across a resistor. R is the resistance of resistor. Right? So the important formulas then First is this rate of heat dissipated. This is heat produced that can be utilized in this form also, that can be utilized in this form also. Correct? Right? Now it is not necessary that always all the input, right, all the input, electrical input will be converted into heat. For example, if you consider a motor, when you give input to it, part of it will be converted to heat, but some part of it will be converted to, say, mechanical energy of the rotating fan, right? So equipments can use the electrical energy in some other form also. So we can say in general, the electric power of an appliance power is V into I. Now some of this power can be used to do some other activity like rotating a fan, and some part of it can be converted into heat, but the total power available to the equipment is V into I, and that can also be then given as V square by R, I square R. Right? Next is ratings of element. Rating of elements. Sometimes some elements are rated like this, like 200 watt, 100 volts. That means if 100 volt is applied, then it will have electric power of 200 watt. So using this information, I can find out the resistance, right? I can say V square by R is equal to electric power. So 100 into 100 by R is equal to 200. So R is equal to 50 ohms, right? So if the same bulb is put across a voltage source of 50 volts, what is the power then? So can I say in that case power is V square by R. So it will be 50 watts. Right? So this is how you can utilize ratings of an element. Okay? Also, this rating can be sometimes like this. That means if 2 ampere current flows through the element, it has electric power of 100 watt. Again, using this you can get the resistance like I square R is 100, so R is 25. Now if this same appliance is used with 1 ampere, what is the power? So I can say in that case power will be I square R. It will be 25 watts. Right? So I hope this concept is clear to everyone. Now unit of electrical energy, just like any other energy, if you talk about SI unit, that will be joule. There is no doubt about it, correct? It will be joule. But we consume, when we see the consumption of electrical energy, if I start denoting it in terms of joules, it will be a very large quantity, right? So for example, SI unit of weight is kg, right? But when you talk about heavy substances, for example, SI unit of weight, SI unit of mass is, for example, SI unit of mass is kg. But when you are talking about mass of like a truck, you talk in terms of a more convenient unit, which is ton, right? So here also we have a commercial unit of electrical energy. So commercial unit of of electrical energy that 1 unit is equal to when a power of 1 kilowatt is being utilized for 1 hour, and hence that 1 unit commercial unit is equal to 1 kilowatt hour. तो अगर आप एक ऐसे मशीन को यूज कर रहे हैं जो 1 किलोवाट पावर कंज्यूम करता है और उसको जब आप 1 घंटे तक यूज कर लेंगे तो आपका कमर्शियल यूनिट का 1 यूनिट उठेगा और आपको इसी यूनिट पे बिल किया जाता है. तो आप सुन, इन योर लोकेलिटी 1 यूनिट का दाम 3 रुपए है या 4 रुपए है. इसका मतलब है अगर आप 1 किलोवाट के पावर वाले किसी सब एलिमेंट को या अप्लायंस को 1 घंटे तक चलाते हैं तो 1 यूनिट उठेगा जिसका आपको 3 रुपया देना पड़ेगा या 4 रुपया देना पड़ेगा, वट एवर इज द कॉस्ट. करेक्ट. सो दिस इज द कमर्शियल यूनिट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी. राइट. Sometimes we might be asked to relate commercial unit with SI unit. So can I say 1 commercial unit, if I convert this power into watt, this will be 10 to the power 3. This in seconds will be 3600. Can I say this will be in joule then? So this will be 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joule. This is 1 commercial unit. See, such a large number. If I wanted to use in joules, it would have been such a large number, right? Or this is also written as 1 kWh, 1 kilowatt hour. Fine. Let's solve a few numericals then. If we look at this particular question, we know power is equal to V square by R. Considering the same element is to be used, so can I say R will remain same, so power is proportional to V square. So can I say 100 by X is equal to 220 by 110 ka square. Correct. So X then will be equal to 100 by 4, which is 25 watts. Right. तो अगर आप वोल्टेज को हाफ कर देंगे तो पावर 1/4 हो जाएगा. दैट इज द आंसर देन. लेट्स लुक एट दिस क्वेश्चन देन. दे आर आस्किंग इन द प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन फाइंड आउट द रेजिस्टेंस ऑफ द बल्ब. नाउ if you had the data, if you remember the data, the power was 100 watts and the potential difference at that time was 220 volts. So can I say R will be equal to V square by P. So it will be 220 square divided by 100. If you solve, this is going to be 484 ohms. Right? Let's take this next question then. There is a machine of power rating 350 watts. So power is 350 watt. Operates for 10 hours a day. Calculate the cost of operating. First of all, we have to get kilowatt hours, right? So it has to operate for a month. So can I say time will be 10 into, and say it should have mentioned say it's a 30-day month. So 10 into 60, these many seconds in one day, into 30, these many seconds in 30 days, which is a month. Let's take this question then. Okay. Now in this question the power is 350 watts. So can I say in kilowatt it will be 0.3 watt, 0.35 kilowatt. time I have to keep in hours. Per day it is 10 hours. For a month, so let's consider it's a 30-day month. So for a month it will be 10 into 30 hours. So this will be 300 hours. So energy consumed in commercial units will be 0.35 into 300 kilowatt hour. This will be 105 kilowatt hour. Per kilowatt hour आपका charge है 2 rupees. So your total cost will be total units into cost per unit. So this will then be rupees 210. Fine. So we'll end this video here. We'll meet in the next video then. Thank you everyone.